Everybody, Oren right here, and today I want to talk about the biggest lies we were told. Uh, we were told that school gave you education, you know, and success. All right. Uh, Before I start, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You know, I want you to understand that we're doing this podcast because we want to enlighten, we want to educate people, and we said thank you for listening. Okay? Welcome again to another discussion. My name is Oren. Thank you for taking the time to join me tonight. Before we begin, do me one favor. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to share this live and invite your friends because tonight conversation could change the way you think about education. Okay? And that's forever. So, growing up in Liberia, going to school, there's a lot of things we were told, okay, about school. Some of the biggest mistakes or biggest lie we were told in school is that school gave you education, school gave you everything. Is that sure? Is that true? Okay. But now, before you get upset with me, I want you to believe this. I believe in education. Myself, I am an educator, okay? I do education. School gives you knowledge, but knowledge alone doesn't guarantee success. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Growing up, many of us heard this. Study hard, get good grades, graduate, and you have a successful life. You heard that too, did you? You heard that. Did you hear that when you was growing up, especially those of us who were born and raised in Liberia? You know, isn't that what many of us were told? All right. Type the word ME in the comment section if you was told that also. But the reality is that millions of graduates around the world have degrees, but are still struggling to find work. Especially in Liberia. There's a lot of people who got a bachelor's degree, master's degrees, and some people even have PhDs. They are struggling to find work, how to build wealth. And sometimes those individuals had not discovered their purpose. So the question is, what happens? What happens? What school teaches? Okay? If you don't know, I'll tell you today. School teaches us many valuable things. It does. Reading, writing, math, science, history, computer science, artificial intelligence, and a lot of good subjects. And these subjects actually do matter. But here's what many schools don't spend enough time teaching. They don't teach you financial literacy. They don't teach you leadership, except for Rosedale School of Leadership. Now we're teaching leadership. They don't teach you communication. They don't talk about emotional intelligence, and they don't talk about time management solution. They don't talk about building wealth and relationship. These are the skills. These are the skills that determine how successful you are going to be in life. Okay? So I want to ask another question. What success really requires? Success, I believe, is not just about what you know. It's not about scoring 100% in your exam. Okay? It's about what you do with what you know. What you do with what you know. For example, many talented people never succeed because they lack what? Discipline. Others fail because they gave up too quickly. Okay? Some people never learn how to communicate. And that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to communicate. I'm passing this information from me, who's the sender, to you, who's the listener. You understand? And I want you to process the information and make some useful decision out of this information. Okay? Some people never learn how to manage money. So a diploma may help you to get an interview, but your attitude, your work ethics, and character gonna help you to stay and keep your job and grow at your job. So I want you to think about this, everything I just said. I want you to have some personal reflection about it, okay? I believe in education. That's why I went to Liberia and established a school, okay? I believe that school is a valuable component of our life, all right? So as the founder of Rosedale School of Leadership, I've learned something very important. I've learned that education should prepare students not only to pass exam, no, not only to pass exam, but also to succeed in life. That's why we have our tailoring classes, teach children how to make dresses, uniforms, and different things. Computer science, leadership. That's why I believe that schools should develop learners, innovators, entrepreneurs, and people of characters. All right, we teach religious education, build characters, teach these kids how to do the right thing. The world we live in now doesn't just need people with certificate. Sometimes certificate don't keep you on a job. The world needs people who can solve problems. So look around you. Look around you. Look for a problem that you can solve. Okay? So for us parents, I'm a parent. Okay? Don't leave everything with the school. We want you to teach your children. Teach your children. Teach them how to respect you as a parent, how to respect their brothers and sisters, how to respect the teachers, police officers, correctional officers. All right? Teach them respect. Also teach them responsibility. Teach them to be honest, hard work. Teach them to save money. Teach them to be kind to each other. And teach them how to be confident. That's why at Rosedale School of Leadership, we teach public speaking. We teach our pathway to leadership. All right? So when you teach these kids these things and you send them to school, now the school is going to reinforce that. So for our students, especially school is about to open next month. September, sorry. If you're watching tonight and you're listening to this live broadcast, don't study only to pass exam. You want to study to understand. Okay? You want to read books beyond your assignment. Don't just go get that one page. And that goes up to the University of Liberia students. Okay? Learn a skill. Learn a skill. Volunteer. You want to volunteer. Like last year in our school, we had one parent who actually came and volunteered for our reading program. And I commend that parent because she used her transportation, her time, and came to the school to help those kids. All right? So as a student, you also want to make sure you learn how to speak confidently, right? You want to learn how money works. Learn about money, okay? Learn about money. Never stop learning after graduation. Your education should continue for the rest of your life, all right? So, yes, I'll leave you with this thought because we don't have much time. I will leave you with this thought. A degree can open the door for you. Open the door for you. But what's going to keep you on that job or in that role? What's going to keep you in the role? It's your character. Your character is going to keep you in that role. Your discipline. Your discipline going to keep you moving forward. In our country, a lot of people want a job. In Liberia, people want a job. But once they get the job, Liberian said they play nyankan. They come to work late. They don't dress properly. They don't care about the hygiene. And they just don't want to do or fulfill that responsibility. So students, we want you to continue learning. We want you to create lasting success. So let's ask you this question. If you watching this video today could add one subject to every school in the world, what would it be? What would it be? Would it be financial literacy? That is teaching our students how to manage the money? Because we need it. Would it be entrepreneurship? Teaching kids how to develop ideas, start a business, or is it going to be artificial intelligence? Are we going to talk about mental health, education, or it's going to be something else? I want you to tell me in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your idea. Okay. So lastly, if this discussion change you or inspire you, please like, share, and follow this page. Someone else right now may need to hear this message tonight, today, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. I want to thank you for watching, and remember, education is the foundation. It's the foundation of life. Education is the foundation of life. But what you build as a person, be a business, a farm, engine, character, determine your success. Look around the world. Look around the world. All the great people, all the rich people, they built and established something. So I want you to look around. Yeah, look around yourself. Look for a problem that you could provide a solution for. Look for a problem that you could provide a solution for, and you'll be the next successful person. I want to thank you for watching tonight. Don't forget, you want to like this video, you want to share this video, and you want to follow my page.